What is Line?
I don't know anymore.
What is Line?
Casey, quick, Turbo review. Let's go.
What is Line?
Dismembered movie.
No.
December to Dismember. Really, it was a lot of fun. Really bad
We should make it a
horror
tradition.
Christmas movies with shorts in between each one. They're all really fucking crazy and bad. I may have brain cancer now. I have to go get tested. Possibly AIDS. And then moving on to the main attraction, The Disaster Artist. Fucking incredible. It was a masterpiece. I give it an A. Oh man, James Franco as Tommy Wiseau is beautiful and incredible. Yeah. It's fucking cold. God damn it. Fuck.
I need to get my keys.
And now I'm a bitch about the cold on the podcast.
I'm gonna really go get keys.
That was Casey's review. We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back.
No.
You can
Leave it. Let it run. God damn it. It's coming from the director. What is Line? Leave it running. God damn it.
He is wearing his director hat. And here I am, alone, silent, with the motor running, all by myself. With no one to listen. Not even Quentin and Casey will hear this. I could say anything right now. I am God. I am ruler of my own podcast.
Do you understand life, Brett?
Apparently I don't.
Okay, I just want to have one bad Tommy Wiseau.
Bye.
See, we needed that time of nothing.
I was monologuing.
About what?
Yes.
Okay, I need to pull out my notes from Dismember. Okay, let's do Disaster Artist first, then Dismember second.
I give it a B+.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say B+.
Yeah, I think it was funny in all the right moments. It was actually pretty touching at moments too. And you know, it's a semi-documentary pick. Like it shows you like how the fuck this movie happened.
Yeah.
And it really shows how batshit insane Tommy Wiseau is.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it felt kind of lackluster to me. Like I don't think there's any. See, that's the reason I give it a B+. Like not just a B. It's like I couldn't pinpoint exactly why it felt lackluster. But I mean, like, it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I learned a few things, and
See,
wasn't the best, but it was good.
What makes me the most happy about that movie is James Franco said he recorded I think he said at least 75% of the room shot for shot.
I know.
I hope to God they release that.
I can imagine it'd be some kind of special features.
On the Blu-ray.
On the Blu-ray, yeah. Like that's gotta be the case. So, but yeah, no, like, it's pretty good. I mean, there are some parts that are incredibly cringy, but I mean, that's
Clearly,
kind of
if
the
you
point.
like the room, you'd like this.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's why I give it, it's good.
Yeah.
It's a decent semi-biopic. I'm sure they embellished some things just for, like, drama's sake, but yeah. Because I don't really know the veracity of it all. But yeah, no, like, if you enjoyed The Room, then you're gonna enjoy, like, the peek into the room.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the popo. I'm about to get arrested.
Okay, now I'm gonna describe to you the movies we saw.
Fuck.
December to Dismember.
Oh, and also, there's not really a whole lot to spoil about this movie. Like, this Tommy Wiseau's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
And there's drama that ensues because he's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
That's really all you need to know.
Honestly, if you watch The Room and you've read into it even a little bit, you have an idea about what it's gonna be about.
Oh yeah, like even if you, and just know that like The Room is like kind of autobiographical. Like they even touch on it in the movie a bit. If you've seen The Room, then it basically is just the real life version of The Room.
Yeah.
With actual drama.
And no suicide.
And no suicide. Damn. Well, career suicide.
Still. No, I would disagree with that because they did not commit career suicide. They are now famous for that.
No, they just embraced it.
Yeah.
They by career suicide I meant any real chance of having an actual role.
Okay, yes, I agree with that. That I agree with, but
they embraced it and they committed career suicide and then did career necromancy to bring it back.
They're making a new movie together.
God damn it.
I wanted to see it.
Oh, Christ.
I showed you the trailer for it, I think.
You might have, but it was during the last Drive-Bys and I don't remember it very well.
Okay, was it that far back?
It was a while ago.
It was in your apartment, but I just can't remember when.
It was a while
The movie's not coming out until next year.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think the trailer was December of last year. I fucking hope not.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so I want to go into the movies that we had to watch during. No, I don't need the light. I'll be fine.
No, you get it. You got light. Okay.
Fuck you. But so the way it worked is we watched a short, then a movie, then a short, then a movie, then a short, then a movie. So it was supposed to be 3 movies, but we skipped out on the last one because it was like it would have taken us until like 12:30.
So when you said 5 movies, it wasn't like 5 feature-length movies. It was just 5.
No, 6 technically. But
Okay.
I just knew it was just going to be a bunch. I didn't know how many, but it was 5.5 hours long. So I'm just like, I don't know.
Oh, you were talking. Okay, that's probably
Yeah.
where I got like the 5 thing. From.
Yeah, it was
like
5
the
hours. Long. Well, it was
Okay.
supposed to be 5 hours long.
Yeah, but I mean, of course, you had to skip out on it to get to the room.
But so the first thing they showed us was called Treevenge. Came out in 2008, directed by the same dude.
Wait, this piece of shit came out in 2008?
It's a short film, not a real movie.
But it came out in 2008?
Yes.
Oh God.
And
this is a post-Walloping Willow era.
It's directed by the same guy who did Hobo with a Shotgun. For any of you who know about that movie. I saw that movie. But
I need to watch that movie because I've heard nothing but good things about it.
It's fucking bonkers, man.
Exactly.
But so in this film, it starts out with these lumberjacks running into a forest, and there's these trees, and the trees get subtitles because the trees are talking to each other. They go, and it shows like little subtitles on the bottom, like what the fuck is going on, and shit like that. And then we focus on one tree that gets brought into this family's house, and it goes and whatever. And then it's like Christmas morning, and the dad is recording, and then the daughter gets taken in by the tree, and just like instant fountains of blood. Like I'm talking a shit ton of blood. And the dad goes forward to try and save her, and the tree throws the star that's on the top into his face and kills him. And let's see, where am I? Also, before that happened, they show like all these different trees and all these different families. There's one like just a family, then there's another one in like a couple and they're trying to bang, and then there's another one by this dude who was selling the trees. And when they show that tree, you wanna know what's happening? He drills a hole in the bottom of the tree and starts putting lube in it, and I'm like, God fucking damn it, they didn't show tree fucking, thank God.
He's gonna fuck the tree?
But it was heavily implied.
He's gonna put his wood in some wood?
It was heavily implied tree fucking. Then they cut back to heavily implied tree fucking. You heard what I said. Then they cut back to each one of the families and show how the tree is murdering them. Well, the one where it's the couple, what it is it's the girlfriend is like, it's Christmas morning. What don't you wanna open some presents? And he goes, it's Christmas. I just wanna fuck. And what happens is the tree catches both of them, and it sticks its branch into her mouth, through her eye, then into his eye, and out his mouth, and then it makes them kiss. and this was the worst one. There was this lady carrying her baby, and she's running, and the baby falls down, she falls down, and the tree grabs the lady, and you just see this shot of a tree stump goes on this fucking baby's head and makes it fucking explode. I shit you not. It's just this tree, and it jumps and squish. No more baby. It was so fucked up, but it was so goddamn funny.
What the fuck? I need to see this.
Dude, it's on YouTube. It's 16 minutes long.
Fuck.
We need to watch it.
Not tonight.
Yeah, not tonight.
That,
it's already 1:40, but holy shit. It was so funny.
Oh, shit.
And that was the first short that we watched. After that, we watched Jack Frost.
Yeah, this is what I've actually heard of.
Which is about See, the thing is there's 2 movies called Jack Frost. One of them is this one, and the other one is about Michael Keaton becoming a snowman and like being a dad as a snowman.
Yeah, no, this is one where it's like he's a serial killer.
He's a serial killer. Yeah.
Isn't like the movie Star where he's like trying to rape somebody?
No.
Oh.
No, he's in jail, and what happens is his jail car crashes into a car holding acid, and the point of the acid. Let me finish before you start using science.
I'm just wondering how this works.
The point of the acid is what it does is it bonds to the helix of the molecule of human, and then it makes the human be there forever so that they can take the helix out and make new human in case we go extinct.
Yes. This is how biology do, people. Listen up. I almost have a degree.
So what happens is this serial killer, and then when that happens, they're like, oh no, he's dead, too bad. But then like all these people in the town start dying mysteriously because the sheriff is the one who caught the killer, and he was like, I'm gonna catch you. And
I'm gonna catch you.
I'm gonna get you. And what ends up happening is at the beginning of the movie, and this, I'm only telling you this because it becomes relevant later. At the beginning of the movie, the sheriff's son gives him oatmeal, like this like shitty ass oatmeal that he just like made, and the dad's like, okay, yeah, put it in this plastic bag. And this was one of the funniest parts, I think. When the dad was walking into the sheriff's station, he throws away the oatmeal, and as he walks away from the trash can, you just hear the son go, but Dad, I made it special for you. And then the dad walks back and picks up the oatmeal out of the trash can. And the way they made it sound is it sounded like the kid was inside the trash can.
I made it for you. So the kid was just hiding out in the trash can, is what it sounded like. He's a little trash gremlin.
But so
Don't you throw away this oatmeal, Dad.
so that happens, and then they go through like they're like, oh, who's the killer? Who's the killer? And then they finally find out it's the snowman. But the way the snowman works is he can change his state of matter at will. So he can be solid, liquid, or gas at any point.
He can be gas.
He can-
What the fuck?
He can be water vapor. But what happens is, so like the way he gets people is he melts through under doors, and then he goes inside the houses and kills people.
Yeah.
And
That just makes sense.
and when he kills one of the people, what happens is he kills this lady's boyfriend, and she's upstairs waiting for coitus.
Ah, yes.
And she sees a bath, and she's like, oh, thanks. And then she gets in the bath, and then the snow forms around her, and then he bangs her to death.
With a carrot?
Yeah, and then he put, and that's the thing, is on the scene, his nose isn't there, and then he finishes, he's like, it was fun for me, and then he puts the carrot on his face.
Yeah, that's about what I thought.
Yep. And then, right before that, when he opens the door, the guy goes, who are you? And he's like, I'm the world's most pissed off snow cone. And I'm just like, and so here's the reason why that granola or oatmeal was so important. Do you want to know why it was important?
Is it he stops the snowman with the hot oatmeal?
Yes, but there's a special reason why. So what happens is
Is it because it's made of love?
No, so the kid and the dad are inside this car, and the snowman starts coming in the car, and then the snowman appears after the kid gets out of the car, and the dad throws the oatmeal at the snowman's face, and the snowman starts melting, and the dad goes, what did you put inside that oatmeal, son? Antifreeze! He put fucking antifreeze inside the goddamn oatmeal.
Was the kid trying to poison his dad?
Casey's face after the son said that was the most beautiful thing I have ever seen in my entire life. He was just sitting there like, and then he turns to me. He's like, he put antifreeze in the oatmeal.
I mean, given antifreeze does taste sweet, but it's poisonous.
So what they do to kill the
How
snowman?
old was this kid?
Like at minimum 8.
Okay, that's kind of forgivable.
But
no.
So the way they kill the snowman is the dad lures the snowman to the top floor of a building while his friend fills the back of his truck with antifreeze, and then the dad tackles the snowman down 2 stories into a truck full of antifreeze. Dude, you need to come next year.
Isn't there a sequel to
so
this
much fun.
movie?
Yes, there is a sequel.
Oh God.
Then, after we saw that, the next short that we watched was Tales of the Third Dimension, which is an anthology film from 1984. And
Tales of the Third Dimension?
yes, and the short that we saw from that is called Visions of Sugar Plums.
Okay.
I will not spoil anything for it because I'm gonna make you watch it. Because for real, this was some next level shit.
Oh,
Like,
God.
The Greasy Strangler is good, But this
This
is just fucking bonkers. Like, for real. Because me and Casey, we were just like awestruck after it.
What the fuck?
And let me see. Okay, so I'm not gonna say anything about it. You and me are gonna watch it eventually, but it's fucking bonkers.
We'll just make it a triple feature. Just recreate this for me.
And amazing. It's fucking amazing. What was it? There was one thing. Oh, the one thing I will tell you is it was either directed or written by the same dude who either directed or wrote Hotel Transylvania.
What?
And mind you, this is a live action 1984 shitty short film.
What?
Yes. I had the same reaction afterwards. After that, the next movie that they showed us was Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, The Toy Maker, which is about Joe Petto and his robot son, Pino, who make toys and kill children. They just give them out and kill children.
Okay.
Yep, and it involves the most fucking disturbing grinding sequence I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh yeah, you told me about this
Because
one.
the robot grinds on who he wants to be his mom, saying "I love you, mommy," with his Ken doll genitals.
AKA no genitals.
It was fucking so disturbing, man. I was just sitting there. And what's really funny is, so the movie, the antagonist, the main bad guy, Joe Petto, is played by Mickey Rooney. And
Mickey Rooney?
You want to know why that's really funny?
Okay.
Because when the first Silent Night, Deadly Night came out, which is actually like from a cult like horror movie.
So it's like actually quality.
It's like, that's actually like a cult horror movie, like kind of like Friday the 13th, stuff like that, where
Okay.
it's actually, from what I understand, pretty good. When that one came out, Mickey Rooney wrote a letter about how disgusted he was with them taking Santa Claus and making a horror movie out of it. And what does he do? He goes and stars in the 5th installment of it.
Santa Claus being murdered? Nah, drawing the line. Toy maker kills children? Ken doll grinding? Sign me the fuck up.
Damn straight. Oh my god. And then after that, the short that they showed us was a Christmas short from Tales of the Crypt, directed by Robert Zemeckis, which was fucking funny because what it was is it's this wife kills her husband to get money, and there's a killer Santa on the loose, or an insane asylum patient dressed up as Santa.
Yeah. So it's a killer Santa.
Yes, and her daughter's in the house, and what happens is she tries to kill her husband, fails, because her husband ends up staying alive, or barely alive, when she's trying to drag him out, and then the killer Santa comes, and then the daughter lets the killer Santa inside the house, and it's like, oh, plan's foiled, too bad. And it just cuts off there, and that's it.
What?
Yep. And then the last one, and this is the one that we didn't get to see. We saw the first 5 minutes because I was like, I need to stay for the title because I want to at least maybe experience this on my own. But it's called Don't Open Until Christmas. And the only shot that we got was 2 people making out inside of a car with someone heavily breathing. And then this heavily breathing camera walks around the car, and the dude in the car goes, "Hey man, what the fuck?" And then when he walks out, the cameraman stabs him with a knife that was probably about as long as my pinky finger nail. Stabs him just barely in the stomach. The guy dies, and then he walks around the car and stabs the lady, and that's it. That's all that we saw. That was yeah.
Good old double stabbing to open a movie.
Yeah.
This just sounds like a shit post upon shit post.
Yeah, so next year I want to see if we can do Dismember the Alamo, because that one is, I really want to do that one because it's fucking 12 hours long.
Fuck.
And it is all AGFA movies and shorts, back to back to back to back to back.
Oh,
do you
God.
realize how much fun that would be? Because even Casey admitted that this one, dude, it was so much fun.
12 hours.
Yeah, well, I mean, well, it's either 12 or 10 or something like that, but it's not 6. I know it's longer than that because it starts earlier in the afternoon. And it's not like they do it back to back. There's breaks.
Oh yeah, obviously there has to be some
During
break.
the credits, you can get up and go to the bathroom or go walk around or
But
whatever.
the fact is, you're watching movies for 10 hours straight.
Worth.
Oh, well, worth. 10 hours worth of movies. So yeah, you're there for about 12 hours.
Yeah, worth. I wasn't saying 10 hours worth of movies. I was saying that's worth the time. I mean, think about it. If given the opportunity, would you watch Greasy Strangler for 12 hours if it meant introducing it to a new audience?
If every time a new member joined the audience, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Now think about it this way. They're finding 6 Greasy Stranglers and showing it to a new audience back to back to back to back to back.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But the 2 MCs that we had, when they showed the one short that I told you about, the
tree?
Yeah, no, not the, well, the tree one is actually really funny because one of the MCs was there when it premiered at the Dallas International Film Festival.
Oh god.
And he was like, yeah, I was laughing my ass off, but the lady next to me was not having it. But when they were talking about the other one, the Tales from the Third Dimension.
Yeah, the Sugar Plum
When they were
Fairy
talking
one.
about that one, they were like, yeah, it's a Christmas tradition that we watch this every year. And then afterwards they were like, who's going to introduce this to someone new this year? And I'm like, fuck yes.
Oh no.
Oh god.
That's up with me.
And you're going to love it. Dude, you're going to watch it and you're going to be like, your jaw is going to drop in some of the scenes. You're going to be like, there's no fucking way they actually did this shit.
I'm not ready.
No, you aren't.
I'm ready to go home and die.
Yeah.
I had a dream the other night. You shot me in the head. I don't know why.
Yes.
That's some apt metaphor for my life at this moment.
You're welcome.
Should make a movie.
Yes.
Dumbasses in a car. Call it The Car.
But we already have a podcast, Brett.
Yeah, but it's a making of.
No. Oh man. My notes for these movies are fucking dumb as shit.
Oh god, you have to give it to me whenever we actually watch them.
Like because my notes are just like just different stuff. So like for Tree Venge, it's just tree fuck, mouth to eye, and crushed baby. But I misspelled baby and it says baddie. B-A-D-Y.
Oh, baddie.
Because I was writing it in the dark. And then for Jack Frost, it's just snow sex, antifreeze, and pissed off snow cone.
Fucking antifreeze in the oatmeal.
And for Silent
I
Night,
swear I've seen the poster for this.
you
at some
probably
point.
have.
It's just like an angry fucking snowman with like glass.
Yep,
no,
glass
not glass,
teeth.
but like
Ice-
ice shard
yep.
teeth.
The one-liners in that movie were opens the door. Who are you? Well, it's not fucking Frosty the Snowman. And I'm like, yes.
Oh no! When was this movie made? Like 2005?
1997.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the 20-year anniversary. I was so happy about that.
Oh no!
And what's really funny is because AGFA restored it to Blu-ray.
Oh no!
And we are one of the first theater audiences to ever see it like in theaters.
Was it like a straight-to-video thing?
No, with the restoration.
Oh, the restoration.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
one of the first audiences to see it in theaters.
In 4K.
4K. Got to see a snowman bang the lady from American Pie. Oh yes.
I guess her pie became a carrot cake.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to meet the person who's just like the head of AGFA, or whoever's like the top dog.
Who finds these things?
Like, what was your mission statement?
Because whatever it is, I subscribe to.
Yeah,
it.
like I agree, but like,
Also, I would
What
like
the
to
fuck are
submit
you
the
on?
Greasy Strangler to your.
but sir, it's
your
only a
list.
year old. I must
don't
submit it.
care.
Bullshit artist. You have false information.
You got false information. Next frying drinking.
I am dreading our drinking party of that.
I
Or
don't
my drinking party of that.
See, if we do it, I want Casey to be there too. I can't just do it with just you. I need Casey to be there just so there can be one other person to control me.
Yes, he's the master control.
And
but
you.
So basically,
But I'm gonna have to drive both of you home.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't imagine he's gonna be drinking during it. Though I know he said he might be interested if he was drinking.
Yeah, no, that's the only way he's gonna watch that movie ever again. Is if
Okay.
he is fucking trashed.
Okay. So, but like man, it's just gonna be bad.
Yeah. You guys will die.
There's gonna be that, and then I also agreed to a Paul Blart screening with my other buddy Adam, and
Why? Even I'm questioning you on that.
because he found out that if you sync it up to the Dark Side of the Moon,
God damn
by
it.
Pink Floyd, something magical happens.
Bullshit. Bullshit artist.
I agree, but he said we're gonna get drunk while watching it. And I also roped him into watching The Greasy Strangler too. It's gonna be a double feature of Greasy Strangler,
Okay.
Paul Blart, Mall Cop 2.
As long as there's greasy involved, I'm for it.
Was that was the Disaster Artist. We'll see you guys later.
Yes.
Fuck.